It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look at J.J. McCarthy. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Vikings and the Seahawks. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation.
I say, hey, we're not...
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Lumen Field. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Smith, RPO, and that's Lockett. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big time. He knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To the air once more is McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's H.A. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Rayshawn Jenkins this time on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Be 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 1st down, here's McCarthy.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion, it's Jefferson. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Whoa. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good one. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Gino. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll start with an option play to the right. Not much there, maybe a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish the...
Tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taking back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He's got it! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A run up the middle with H.N. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, keep his feet in bounds.
It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Hawks, just ahead.
It is the rookie from Alabama, Will Riker, to get us started. And off we go from Lumen Field. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll have the first down. They'll get him up around the 37. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Smith. Looking Smith and jig his way again, and again a catch. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This one quickly out to Lockett.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. That one good for 15 and a 1st down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
You just hope throughout your...
In trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot receiver headed right. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Smith. This is caught down that right sideline. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. The tight end Fant in motion. Gino now, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down, Walker. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. He'll push ahead to the 21. Byron Murphy, the rookie, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. In motion, it's Jefferson. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is. And he's able to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. That one caught by Hawkinson. Wow, out of bounds inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 49.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Achane. Good blocking, and he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Minnesota. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. 3rd down coming up.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still third down.
Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. To throw, it's Smith. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. Second and 11. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
Still 2nd down.
They go play action with Smith. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Walker, 1st down and more. 20, 15. The speed on display. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. First down and one shy of 100. That was his 99th catch of the year.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
There's nothing harder in sports than being a young rookie starting quarterback. So here you have J.J. McCarthy. We saw him accomplish everything there was to have in Michigan and college, and now he finds himself in the league trying to make the adjustment. But if there's one thing every rookie quarterback would love to have, Mike, it's Justin Jefferson.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Once again, it's Walker. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put the tight end Brown in motion. He's got another first down and more. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Connected with the tight end. That's Fran. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Now another try at first and goal, albeit from a little further back. Here's Walker. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Gino. This one's caught at the 4. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal. Gino gonna throw for it. And he's not gonna get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
Nice job there by T.J. Hawkinson to pick up a fresh set of downs. And remember, Mike, he suffered that knee injury late last season, so it's just nice to see him back out onto the field. Since he's arrived via trade from Detroit to Minnesota, his production has skyrocketed. He can find that form again post-injury. He's one of the better weapons at the position in the league.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
They'll try to run this one in. And touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. the shotgun. It's a throw for McCarthy. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And this ball incomplete on third down. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. To throw is Howell. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go,
From the shotgun, Smith. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. Working out of the gun, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Powell to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Look wide. Get this one complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. To the air once more is McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Gino. That one knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Harrison Smith around the ball like he's been most of his career. Not wanting to take a chance this time, we'll keep this one on the ground. Inside the 40. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Myers now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Again, working deep downfield. So we have a 10th, and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Check. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
For good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain. We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. They'll look to pick up the pace. He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. He's going to have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. To throw is McCarthy. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the Nets down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's going to be caught. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's a handoff to Walker. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Outright Smith and Jigba has it. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And with the season winding down, he continues to put up the big numbers. Let's take a look at some of the leading candidates to take home the award for Offensive Player of the Year. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Quick hitting slant there. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. Now, H.A. And that'll be a pickup of 3. In motion, it's Jefferson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now Decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Eating the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. Powering forward, he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings have taken a 4-point advantage. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There we go.
They'll run here with Walker. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this your target and the quarterback are not on the same page.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achek. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
They'll try and run for it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is... Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake. It's Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run right. Here's Walker. And he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. forward for a couple. It's second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Lowe. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll put Addison in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To the air once more is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Achane to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And he will score! Game on! T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Smith. Connected with the tight end. That's Fran. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the bootleg, it's Smith. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A gain of 48. On 1st down is Smith. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Justin Jefferson headed back onto the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus. He has gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's a give to Achek. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a designed run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is McCarthy. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They come up for 2nd and 2. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he's got another one. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Gino. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And third down coming up.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
That's taken in. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is completely taking them out.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
Once again, it's Achane. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these third and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.